Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacqueline, but my friends call me Jackie. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for coming. And please do not forget to hit the subscribe button before you leave. If this is your second, or third, or fourth, or fifth, or 10th time coming here, thank you so much for coming back again. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Alright, so as the title already suggests, today I'm going to be telling you about my, my story of how I went to Lagos from Abuja during the lockdown. And in between, I'm going to be doing my makeup. I want to take some professional headshots, so I'm just going to do my makeup. I'm not going to worry too much about the products that I use, like mentioning them. I'll just put them in the description box down below. So if you're curious as to what products I'm using at any point, you can just refer to that. Okay? So without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. So this is what I'm going to be using today. These brushes are from Heaven Hair, or Heaven H by Heaven. Yeah, they're a Tanzanian brand, a hair company, and they sell makeup brushes too. So I'm going to be using this to achieve my look today. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Okay, starting with primer. Putting primer on my face. So, the other day I had to travel to Lagos because of, well, I don't want to say it was a family emergency, but yeah, it was a bit of an emergency. And it was just my sister or myself that could go, right? And my sister has a day job. She was going to be busy. She wanted to go. She really wanted to go, but I just thought it would make more sense for me to go. I really don't like Lagos. I grew up in Lagos, yes, but like I said in my previous video, since I moved to Abuja, I just knew that I had found home. Lagos is not for me. I don't know how people survive in Lagos, to be honest. It's just not for me. Anyway, so obviously people are not flying right now because the airports are shut down due to this pandemic. So my sister booked me a bus to even get the bus company. Obviously, there's supposed to be an what? There's supposed to be an interstate lockdown, so no movement within, states and across states, right? So I don't even know how people are on the road, but that's by the way. Anyway, she got this company and I went with them to Lagos. First of all, went to the park. In fact, the whole trip was just so funny from the start. From the beginning of the trip to the end, man. It was an adventure. So we got to the park in the morning, really early. We're supposed to get there around, I think, 5 or so. But in the morning, we called the guy. And the guy was like, that's too early. You guys should come around 6. Yada, 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 right? And if you've traveled to Lagos before by road, you know that. Okay, so foundation, I'm using my Lancome foundation. So if you've traveled to Lagos by road before, you would know that the earlier you leave, the earlier you're going to arrive, right? The better for you. Less chances of meeting traffic on the road and blah, 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 right? Anyway, we get there. I think we left around 7:25 or so. I met this very funny character on the bus. I think he took a liking to me, whatever. Old man. You know all these old men that are always asking young people out. It's like, do you not have shame? Like, I'm pretty sure you have someone like me at home that calls you daddy. So, do you not have shame? Anyway, we start the trip. My sister says goodbye. She leaves. Start the trip. Oh, me, I slept throughout. To be honest, I slept throughout. We didn't go through the normal Lokoja route. We went through Niger State. Oh my God, guys, Niger State is so big. I didn't even know this, but I think it's the biggest state in Nigeria. We drove for like 5 hours and we were still in Niger State. So it's as if we're just driving on one spot, So eventually we got to Kwara and the brake pad started developing faults, right? We had to stop. Meanwhile, all these places that we're passing, we were seeing officials on the road safety, you know, and policemen, army guys. But for some reason, I think my driver had some kind of ID card because they just kept passing him, right? Some of them would stop him to question him, like, who are you? Identify yourself. But others just let him go. Like, he knew them. He would give money to some of them. Others just, they would just let him drive, you know, drive past them. But to be honest, though, we didn't really see a lot of people traveling. It was more of cargo traveling, right? So I guess the lockdown was still in effect. People were not moving as freely as, you know, they normally would. And then we got to Ibadan. We got to Ibadan so late. By the time we got to the redeem camp, there was this heavy traffic. Oh my goodness. Guys, this traffic was unending. Unending. Trucks were breaking down, and then it started raining. We were just there, moving at a very slow pace. Eventually, we got to Bega. Some people alighted from the bus, and then we got to Ojota. The driver was supposed to go to Jibowo initially. Wait, I mean, I live in Yaba, so Jibowo to Yaba is not far. I can even walk, you know. But all of a sudden, when we got to Ojota, he was like, I'm not going to Ojota anymore. I mean, Jibowo anymore. I'm going to Agege. I'm like, Agege what? I don't even know where Agege is. I don't think I've been to Agege before. You know, the closest thing to Agege that I know is Agege bread. So, Agege where? I tried to alight at Ojota. And it was around, this was like to 11 at this time. It's like, okay, I need to go home. I need to get to my house and figure out what I'm doing. Now comes the funny part. I get to the bus stop. I saw a couple of taxis, right, just parked along the road. I'm like, there are no drivers, just some random guys, just, you know, sitting at the bus stop. Now, Lagos is dead at this point, which is very odd because Lagos, 10 p.m., what? People are still all over the place in Lagos. So I saw this guy at the bus stop and I said, good evening. Well, this guy looked stoned, by the way. But for some reason, he just looked like someone who could speak good English. Right? So I approached him and I said, hi, good evening. Please, do you know any of these drivers that are driving this, you know, cars that are parked here? Because they had this signboard saying taxi on them. And he said, oh, man, hi. Wow, where are you going? I'm like, I'm going to Yaba. Like, they've closed though, but let me help you call one of them. At this point, my mind was already cutting, like, oh my God. I was already thinking, where am I going to get a taxi to go to my house? I need to get home. So we saw one man in his car. We went and knocked on his, you know, the window. And this man was fast asleep. I was like, Bulenlo. I'm going to Alagomeji Yaba. I was like, 5,000. Guys. Oh, Lord. Alagomeji to Ojota is not far. So this guy said 5,000 and I was willing to pay. I wasn't even going to try to bargain or anything. But when I said, Daddy, 5,000 is a lot now. He just said, well, even if you want to give me 5,000, I won't go. Please let me lock the door. He said it in Yoruba. That's what I need. I'm in trouble, yeah? So this guy that took me to the guy was like, you know what? Just chill. Let's just go to the bus stop, okay? And you just might be lucky. You might be lucky and you get a taxi. I looked at the bus stop. It was dead. There was nobody there. I'm like, how am I going to stand here? I looked to the side. There were like 5 guys. Only God knows what they were doing. Probably smoking weed or something. It's like, okay. This guy took me to the bus stop, right? And started flagging down cars for me. At this point, I was on the phone with my sister. My sister was in Abuja, just worried. She was so worried, like, oh my God. Like, what is going on with my sister, you know? Then from the corner of my eye, I saw that this guy flagged down a car and the car actually stopped. And then he beckoned like, come. So I told myself I'll call her back, right? I got there. The guy said he's going to Ilukbeju. Again, I don't know where Ilukbeju is. I don't know Lagos like that, but I know it's not far from Yaba, right? I was like, he said, where are you going? I said, I'm going to Yaba, Alagomeji, just anywhere you can just take, as long as you're just taking me closer to where I'm going, I'm fine. He said, okay, just hop in. I looked in the car, there was a guy in front, passenger seat, there was a guy in the back. Guys, it was scary, okay? I got in. At this point, I'm like, you know what? Whatever is going to happen will happen. God should just guide me and guard me, you know? So I got in the car. This guy starts to drive. He had like his what's it called now? His ID card hanging from the mirror. I said, okay, he's a press guy. So maybe that's why he's on the road by this time, because again, we were driving past Maryland, past Obanikoro, nothing, dead. I'm telling you, it's the oddest thing. COVID has really done something. I mean, can you imagine Lagos being dead by 11 p.m.? Oh my goodness. Anyway, and then we got to Jibo, right? We got to Jibo and we saw the first checkpoint. I was like, okay, here we go. Meanwhile, none of us were putting on our masks in the car. I had my mask on, but it was just below, it was, hanging on my chin. So we got there. I think the driver knew, the guys, and he just hailed them and they let us go. But very quickly, it occurred to me that, okay, these guys in the car, they don't know the driver. So we're basically in the same boat, right? He was giving them a lift too. So, well, it wasn't really a lift, we paid. Anyway, then we went forward a bit, close to Yaba, and then we saw a checkpoint, another one. Then they told us to park. They're like, park your car, park. Started shouting. The driver was like, you know what, guys, just keep calm, okay? Let me handle it. I'm like, okay. He was already telling everybody in the car, like, why are you not wearing your mask? Why are you not wearing your mask? I'm like, hey, okay, we get masks now. It's just that I don't late. I'm just the go house now. The go house with my brothers. Mine, I'm like, oh, I'm not a boy, but whatever. I just sat in the car. He already ordered the other two guys to come out of the car. I was like, okay. Before I knew it, the driver went to the side with one police guy. They finished their tete-a-tete. Driver came back. But by the time I was coming back, the guy that was, sitting in the back with me was already getting into it with this other police guy who was trying to search his bag, right? Man, I'm like, hey God, I just want to get to my house, right? This guy was trying to get into this police officer, man. And that's the thing. I feel like most of these police guys, they try to oppress you, they try to intimidate you. So sometimes I understood where that guy was coming from. He wasn't going to be intimidated. Like, why are you trying to search my bag? Like, for what? I'm just sitting on the car, like, on the road, fine, past a time when I'm not supposed to be on the road, but what rights do you have to start going through my bag? And the guy just wasn't having it. He wasn't having it at all. So he was starting to, open eye for the guy, man. The driver came back and was like, guy, I said, make you just chill now. Then he just tried to talk to the police officer, and the police officer said, oh, it's because this guy is your friend, though. It's because he's your friend, though. And maybe I already thought that whole brother thing. This man is a Hausa man. He's a Hausa man. What's be your name? The driver is like, Obinna. At that point, I just started laughing like, hey, what's this? Anyway, they let us go. We're driving to Yaba. The guy in the back was just like, you dey fear police. You're not supposed to fear police. Why you dey fear police? And I'm like, bros, anyway, we got to Yaba and the guy was like, from here I'm going to Lubejo, I'm going right. I think you guys should just drop here. Maybe you get a bike. I was like, okay, thank you so much. The guy drove off. So me and this guy in the back now, we got down. The guy said, no worry, I get bike man. I don't call him. I was like, oh, okay. So in like 3 minutes of us being there, meanwhile we're at this suya guy's place. We saw this suya guy. I was like, in my head, I need to buy this guy suya because I don't want anybody to rob me. I mean, I don't have money. The only thing that is of value to me right now, me, is my phone, And I need to call my sister. I need to be able to communicate with my dad, blah, blah, blah. So I said, you know what, let me just go and buy suya for this guy. I was like, bros, you go chop suya. He said, yeah, sure. I was like, okay, let's go. Because we're buying to see her now. Some guy on a bike just called out his name and he said, "Oh, my bike man is here. Where are you going?" I said, "Alagomeji." He said, "Okay. You still see bike here, Sha, but I'll carry you go." I'm like, huh? I'm supposed to get on a bike with you, a stranger? See, guys. I'm thinking about this thing and it's just making me laugh. Meanwhile, there's Corona. I don't know if this guy has got COVID. I don't know. I'm just trying to get to my house. The suya guy finishes, gives us the suya, and then my guy is like, "Give me your bag." I had a backpack. He said, "Give me your bag." I didn't even ask for words for. I just gave it to him. He said, "Yeah, climb." So I got on the bike. I can't remember the last time I took a bike. I got on the bike, then he just hopped on too, and we started going. By the time we got to Sabo, we just heard boom! The tire just went flat. Hey! It was scary because the Okada guy was just trying to, keep the bike steady. I was like, God, I just want to get home. And it was like a miracle. Another bike man just appeared out of nowhere. And they were speaking Hausa to each other. So I think he knew the bike man and the guy. The guy just, we changed bikes. I hopped on again. My guy hopped on. We went. By the time I got to the entrance of my street, they had locked the gate. I saw one old woman there. She was like, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to my house." Obviously, she didn't know me. I hadn't been there in like a long time, right? And I'm going to my house. She's like, "Where's your house?" I mentioned the name of the landlord. He was like, "Oh yeah, now calm down. You will walk there." I'm like, "Ma, I'm tired. Please, just let the bike man carry me." He's like, "No, as it's a gate. You've locked the gate. Just come down and walk to your house." I was like, whatever. I tried to pay this guy. The guy declined. He said, no. Let me give you my number so you call me. I'll come and check on you. I got down from the bike. I'm walking to my house. This is like 2:12 at this point, right? I was like, okay, I'm almost home. Then down the street, I saw this guy doing like frog jumps. Like moving squats, if you will, right? I'm like, who the hell does moving squats by midnight? Like, who is this? Like, what's going on? Anyway, I move closer. As I'm going closer, another guy just comes from around the corner. He's talking to himself. Hey, I just started speaking in tongues. I'm like, God, I'm almost home. Just let me get to my house, right? This guy passes me. I'm like, okay, one down. By the time I got to the end of the junction, this guy that was doing the lateral squats or moving squats, he started coming towards me with one other guy, right? So I greeted them. I said, "Good evening." And they're like, "Well done." I'm like, okay. And then I got onto, I was going to turn left to my street. I saw that they had erected this big gate. I'm like, okay. At this point, I'm on the phone with my sister, right? I'm like, "Jojo, I'm already home. I'm almost home, blah, 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 blah." As I entered the gate, the gate was locked, but the pedestrian gate was open. As I entered, I just started hearing dogs. Started hearing dogs barking. Oh my goodness, guys. The speed that I used to run back. Oh my Lord. I was on the phone with my sister. I'm like, "Jojo." And dogs are barking. I don't know if she could hear the dogs from over the phone, but I was like, dogs are barking. That's how I started running. I went and met those guys. Caught up, was like, excuse me. Me and my tiny voice, "Excuse me." Jojo was like, over the phone, speak Yoruba. I'm like, what? Like, "Excuse me." They eventually stopped. And I said, "Please, I'm trying to get to my house. Can you just escort me?" Because I'm hearing dogs and I don't know them. So please just escort me. They're like, okay. They nicely escorted me. At this, strangers, oh my goodness. I was like, "Please, should I come in between you two? Should I walk in between you two?" They're like, "Yeah, just, yeah." said, okay. I said, please, can I hold your arm? Like, yes, please, hold it. I was like, okay. Eventually, I got to the house. And the relief, oh my goodness. If I say I wasn't scared, I'm lying, man. Because, I mean, in Lagos, when I lived in Lagos, I don't think I ever stayed out by myself till that time. It was just scary. Even if I did, I was always around the hood, you know. So, that was a very, very scary experience. I'm not even gonna lie. It was scary. I got home, I did everything I had to do, and honestly, I couldn't wait to leave. I mean, if you know Lagos, you know that Lagos is like the epicenter of coronavirus in Nigeria. So I just, I couldn't wait to leave. I wanted to come back to Abuja, to my sister, to my house, you know. And fast forward to when I was coming back, right? We left late. And then when we got to Ibadan, we're waiting for some chick, right? We're going to pick her up. I think she already paid, but the deal was driver was supposed to pick her up from Ibadan. Oh yeah, now get to where we're supposed to pick you up from. She kept saying, "Oh, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Oh, I'm there," and then she wasn't there. Don't you hate it when people do that? We wasted. The driver was just raking, like, I'm gonna leave her. I'll leave her. In my head, I'm like, I gotta calm down. Like, you know, we're going to wait for this chick, all right? So just stop all this your noise making. Coming back, the journey was just really, really messed up. You know, we had stopped somewhere when we were coming. We stopped in Kwara to fix the car. We spent like an hour there. We had to stop there again. Yes, I came back with the same driver. Yeah, I just took his number and we're communicating. And yeah, I just figured, why not? Let me just come back with him. We had to stop by at that place again to get the brake pads fixed because they didn't do it very well the first time around. It's like, okay, we were there, wasted a bit of time. Then we started leaving, we started coming back to Abuja again, passed through Niger. And this time around, the journey was unending. So I think the driver was communicating with other drivers. What? The camera just died. I think my battery died. So I just went on and did the other brow and the eyes. Very simple. I just used one shadow. This is the MAC's Violet Vow satin eyeshadow on my eyes, and I used is it Namure or Namure from Debby in my crease, and I just used the same eyeshadow on my lash line. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with mascara now. So let me deviate a bit from my story. Professional headshots. What do you guys think about professional headshots? I feel like you should just present the way yourself the way you want people to see you. So it just depends on you, your personality, the purpose of the pictures, what you want to use them for. Like this look, I'm just going for something very, very understated because this is me on a good day. This is me on a normal day. Very understated. If you feel like you want to put some lashes on, go ahead and do that. But I would use something very natural. For today's look, I'm not using any lashes because that's not what I want. Yeah. So I'm just going to use a ton of mascara to just help my lashes that God did not give me. So yeah, oh man, I should have done my lower lash line first on my lower lashes. That's a tip, guys. Always do your lower lashes first so that by the time, because when you're doing your lower lashes, you tend to look up, and depending on the kind of lashes that you have, if they're really long, you're definitely going to stain your crease. So next time I'll take my own advice. So yeah, as I was saying, the driver was communicating with the other drivers on the road. So they were telling him that the route that we had taken when we were coming or going to Lagos wasn't accessible. So we had to use another route. Before I knew it, we were on Kaduna Road. Then back to Niger Road. I'm like, I shouldn't be on Kaduna Road. This is where everybody gets kidnapped. Everybody doesn't have money. Oh. Like, I was so scared at some point, and then it started to rain. Oh my goodness. When we got to Majala, we saw some trucks that like a mini traffic. They said, oh, it's past 10 and the curfew has hit, so you're going to have to be here till tomorrow morning. Hey, I like this curfew. This curfew thing again. Not again. We're there for a bit, and the driver was like, you know what? Hell no, I can't do this. I'm gonna go find another route to take. So some other guys on the road also who were trying to enter Abuja kept saying they knew one road inside one bush. Let's go past here. It's like, oh my goodness, I just want to get to my house. At this point, I already called my friend, you know, that hey, I'm going to be at the park soon. Come and get me, you know. So he was on his way already to the park, which was in Kubwa. And it took a while. We turned back. We started going one way on the express. You know how dangerous that is at night? So our car and like 4 or 5 other cars started following one lungu into one bush. Then we saw some guys that just looked so like hardened, you know, trying to ask the drivers for money. They give them money, they let us through. We met like 4 of those stops, and all of a sudden, after minutes upon minutes upon minutes of driving, we just bust out on the express. Ah! With all the street lights, I wanted to just shout up Nempai. Oh my goodness. Everybody in the car was so happy. There was this particular woman who I think her child just gave birth in Abuja, so she was coming from Lagos to do omugo. I don't know what it's called in English. That's if there's a word for that. She was coming to take care of her grandchild. You know, so everybody was just so happy, and we just wanted to get home at that point. It was tiring. Everybody was tired. Even the men were tired. The driver was tired. I was tired. You know. So eventually we got to the bus park, got down. My friend got there like a minute after, you know, our car got there, and yeah, came to my house, got home around almost midnight, I think. Met my sister. She was so tired. She just came, opened the door, and went back to sleep. Ah, it was something. It was really something, that trip. Honestly, if it's not an emergency, please stay in your house. But I'll tell you guys what was very worrisome on that trip. You know how everybody has been trying to stay safe? Well, not everybody, most of us, you know, the responsible ones, have been trying to stay safe and all of that. All those states that we passed through, Niger State, Kwara State, guys, I didn't see anyone wearing face masks. There was no such thing as social distancing. So I don't. The irony of it all. The road safety guys. Every time we would approach, you know, a checkpoint, the driver would be like, "Okay, all of you, wear your mask." I mean, that was constant for me. I didn't take that thing off, you know, but like, wear your mask, wear your mask. So the road safety guys and the army guys, they are busy trying to ensure that people on buses and stuff are wearing their masks, but people on the road are not. You're seeing people in clusters. They're not protecting themselves. So it's like, what are you guys doing? You know? So that was really worrisome for me anyways, because yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared of COVID. I'm scared of COVID. Just keep hearing about all these horrific news, you know, of people dying of COVID. But then you're seeing people dancing in these isolation centers. So you're like, it's also confusing. And the least you can do for yourself is just to stay safe. Honestly, just to stay safe. And I just thank God, because on getting back, I think 2 days after I got back, I read on the news, or I read the news, and on my phone I saw that people got kidnapped along that Niger State road. And I just thought, oh my God, that could easily have been me, because they were also travelers, you know. It's insane. It's crazy times that we live in, but I'm just so thankful that I went and I got back to my house safe and sound. And then I think that I didn't realize the toll that trip had taken on my body. I broke down. I was tired. My body was tired. I'm telling you guys. And then I think a couple of days later, NCDC had posted on Twitter, like, if you have a cough or a fever and any of these symptoms, they listed like 9, call your local state line or something like that. Guys, out of 9 of those symptoms, I was experiencing like 7. So out of 9, I had 7. And in my opinion, that list was so ambiguous because you had stuff like sore throat, catarrh. I mean, the first 2 was if you have a cough or a fever and any of these symptoms. So you had stuff like cough, catarrh, sore throat, diarrhea. What else was there? Headaches. Just stuff that you, and I'm like, okay, at this point I'm like, okay, check, I have catarrh, I have some body aches because, well, it's not easy traveling, right? But then again, I'm the sort of person who, I don't know if I can say I'm allergic to dust, but I don't do well in dusty areas. I know I don't have asthma. I don't do well with dust. I don't do well with strong scents. Any little thing just triggers me and I just start to sneeze, and that eventually leads to catarrh. And then obviously you're going to get headaches, if it gets very, very serious. So I was experiencing all of that, right? And then if you sneeze long enough, you will experience sore throat. So I have that, and then I had diarrhea for some reason. Maybe it was because of what I ate on the road or something. I don't know. I just know that I had all of those things. So in my head, I'm like, I have COVID. I don't even think I told my sister, but low-key, I was just watching my sister like, okay, if I've got COVID, then I live in the house with my sister, but she's perfectly okay. So that means I don't have it. This is after a couple of days now. But then again, I'm like, what if she's got it and she's asymptomatic? I was just having all these thoughts in my head. Guys, it was crazy. But I'm here now. And I'm fine. I don't have any symptoms. But, it was crazy at the time though. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, God forbid. What? Can you imagine? Yeah, so I was just like, could it be that she's asymptomatic? But then again, my sister doesn't really fall sick easily because she's a blood donor. Maybe one day I'll bring my sister on my channel to talk about blood donation. She's very passionate about that. She's very passionate about a couple of things, and that's one of them. And it's such an honorable thing to do. I really, really respect blood donors. It's not easy. But trust me, you will save lives if you donate blood. So maybe one of these days I'll get her to come here to talk about blood donation. So anyway, this is like a couple of days now, almost a week now, and I'm fine. So praise be to Jehovah. Like I said, man, if you don't absolutely need to travel, please stay in your house. Stay in your house, man. Just stay in your house. COVID is real. People are dying. I'm not trying to scare anyone, but we have to be responsible. We just have to be. Also, wear your face mask. It doesn't take anything from you. It doesn't take anything. Just wear it. Wash your hands. Just be safe, man. Please, guys, be safe. It's really, really important. So this is pretty much the finished look for this video. Like I said, I want it to be very natural, extremely natural. I want it to look like I'm not wearing anything, but then I'm wearing something. So like a no makeup kind of look. So I'm going to top my lip off with Fenty gloss. Smack that together. Love it. Okay. So let me just put my wig on and I'll be right back. Oh wait, before that, let me just spray my face. So this is the Mario Badescu spray. Well, the old man I was talking about that asked for my number, guys, the way he even asked for my number, you know when you meet someone who's so elderly and they ask for your number and you don't know how to say no. The man just came to me and said, Jacqueline. He had asked for my name earlier. Like, Jacqueline, what's your number here? And handed me his phone. I just collected the thing. And this it's like, I will call you. And then I just saw the name. His call came in. I said, okay, I'll save it, sir. So what's your name? He told me. I saved his number and just blocked him. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I really like it. I actually really like it. When I think of myself in makeup on a good day, on any day, a bad day, a normal day, this is it. This is me. And this is the image that I would want maybe a future employer or anyone to see when they see me, in pictures. Normally I wouldn't go this bold on my brows, but because everything else is so pulled back, I figured I could get away with, having a bolder brow today. So anyway guys, that's the finished look and I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's anything that you learned from my video, please, if you don't absolutely need to travel, please just stay in your house, okay? This trip that I went on, it was over necessary. Guys, again, stay safe. Please stay safe. I can't even say stay home because even I'm tired of staying at home, to be honest. I'm tired of not working as I normally would. It's really something, and you really have to pay attention to your mental health because just the change that all of us have been subject to now, it's hard, but you just have to keep positive and just keep going, all right? And hopefully we all come out of this better people and stronger people, all right? Thank you so much guys for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please do give me a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel, okay? And till I see you in my next video, guys. Mwah. Bye.